right ingredients, served with flair. A perfect combination, like you and Pick n Pay.
Now, this weekend is going to be very exciting in Cape Town as 14 of the city's top restaurants and chefs take part in the Taste of Cape Town. Now, one of those restaurants will be Sauté's at Morgenstad, and to give you a taste of what you can expect, we have the chef at Sauté's, Craig Cormack, who'll be making a delicious beetroot risotto. Good morning, Craig. How are you?
Good morning. Well, and yourself, Leah?
Very well, thank you. So happy to have you at Espresso in our kitchen.
Yeah, great to be here.
This is the place where dreams are made. Rather, my dreams are made. What are we making today?
All right, we got a beetroot risotto. Sort of a little bit of a fun take on it as well. And obviously, being the show coming up at Taste, we wanted to create something that maybe draws people to come and taste something a little bit different to the norm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So take us through the ingredients.
Yeah, we've got some chopped onions, which is the quintessential to cooking, and followed by some arborio risotto. And then we're going to build it up with things like butter, lemon juice, some parmesan, and obviously the puree of the beetroot itself.
Excellent.
And garnish, we're going to finish with a little bit of pea shoots, and we've also got some caramelized walnuts.
Great, can't wait to get started.
Yeah. Right.
Well, listen, I'm your assistant, so you tell me what to do and I'll do it with no complaining, I promise.
Excellent, excellent. All right, let's get going. Let's get that up there.
So
all right.
Step number one
Yeah,
is?
step number one, got a bit of olive oil here.
Yeah?
And we're just going to get a bit of temperature on there.
Okay.
And let's have a look. Yeah, there we go.
She goes.
So we're just going to take our onions. The most important thing is, you know, risotto takes around about 15 minutes or so to prepare.
Yeah, yeah.
And unfortunately, we don't have that amount of time.
15 minutes right now,
But
yeah.
I'll sort of show you the build up to it and then take you over to something that we've prepared a little ahead of time. Obviously, we sweat our onions off for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just get the sweetness out. A lot of people tend to rush through onions and just fry it or saute it quickly. And you kind of taste the whole onion as it is. Where if we roast it off, you actually get a nice sweetness to it, which is really delicious, yeah.
I work with colors though. Should it be like caramel brown? Should it be black?
Sort of translucent with a little color.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. All right, so then we're going to add in our risotto.
Okay, cool.
So we're just going to pop that in there together, and all we're going to do is literally bring that up. So we want to create some flavor. Some people like to add things like garlic, but in our case, it's not normal, not necessary.
Not necessary.
So we're just going to let that sort of build up to get to where we want to be. Normally, I'd fry that off for about 5-6 minutes, and then we'll build it up with water. Water allows the rice to swell and then build up to a nice sort of texture, sort of almost like a porridgey consistency as such. And that's the whole process. In good restaurants, you'll find that chefs will make it from scratch. So you're waiting 15-20 minutes for a starter if necessary. But that's how it should be.
That's how it should be, yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Right, so you're just going to
So
saute.
while that's busy frying or sauteing
That's
there.
right. And then we would sort of go through the next stage where we'd add the water. All right, and we'll just build that up as we go. So we allow the water to work away, the rice will absorb it, and once that is done, we run through the next stage again. We'll do that again and keep on building that. So if you like, we can move on to the next stage.
Yeah,
so I've got a little bit
absolutely.
prepared on the side,
All right.
and we can take it from there.
So while you're busy moving on to the next stage, I want to tell you about a very, very awesome competition. If you would like to win a set of double tickets to the Taste of Cape Town, 2 books of crowns right over here. Now, crowns being the festival currency used to buy food and drink, and 1 voucher for today's restaurant. All you need to do is SMS P&P, your name and city to 33728. The competition closes at 12 o'clock. So, of course, that would be Craig's restaurant, Sauté's at Morgenstad. You could win a voucher to that. Very exciting, hey? Now, I was quite interested, like that you can use beetroot for so many things, because the only thing we've ever used it for was with curry and rice on a Sunday for lunch. But you can use it for quite a bit of things.
Yeah, I think it's one of those underused items or vegetables, and there's so much good.
Underrated as well.
Absolutely, it's goodness in there. Flavors are great, and if we do something nice with it, I mean, the world is endless. I mean, we have, just to garnish it up, just to give you that idea behind that, we've got a roasted beetroot, honey and cumin ice cream just to finish it off. So it adds just a little bit of interest. So you've got this really sort of striking sort of coloured beetroot coming through.
Okay, let's get to it, Mike. I didn't know that there was dessert. Sheesh.
No, you could probably work it in as a dessert side. So we've got a little bit of water in again as we go along. We're going to add in things like, this is pretty much about 3 or 4 minutes away. So I would start off with things like my parmesan, which we have obviously grated beforehand. It just gives a really nice texture and a nice finish to it as well. Again, I'm going to add the beetroot in just before the end. So we can work on that now already. And again, a good dollop in there. You want to have this sort of really nice sort of cerise color. That's correct, yeah.
I didn't know that it was used as colouring for jams and all of those things, hey?
It has huge uses, yeah. And the thing is, in the world today that we live in, there's just so many ways that we kind of utilize food. and so on. So you can sort of see that really nice deep color starting to
That's
finish
pretty.
it off. So we'll add a little bit more water to that.
Yeah.
And things like butter and olive oils are just the richness behind there as well, finishing it off, just to bring it all back together.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wonderful. So if you've just joined us, we are busy making a beetroot risotto. It's looking absolutely phenomenal. And one thing that I also heard the other day was that in some cultures, there's a belief that if a guy and a woman and a man eat beetroot together, they could fall in love.
Sure.
I didn't know this. Had I known this, I'd be walking around with beetroot already.
Sounds amazing. All right, so we're going to slowly get towards where we are now.
Okay.
And
do you need me to do anything? I'm just standing here.
Actually,
and
if you could give me some boiling water, that would be great.
Shall I boil it for you first?
Yes, please, you
Okay.
can. So what we're going to do is just take some boiling water. We've got our scoop here, which we want to scoop out. Nice to always have a hot one, so it goes through your ice cream nicely, doesn't stick in your battle to get it off. And then we're going to get me the ice cream in about 2. Actually, you can get it out now.
Should I get it now?
Great, yeah,
Right.
please.
There we go. Finally feeling useful in the kitchen.
Okay. All right, we're nearly there. Just need probably about 2 minutes or so, just to let that cook down. As you can see now, we've still got a fair amount of liquid in there. We want to actually get that out. The whole thing with risotto is you actually don't want to have it where it's too wet or where it's too dry, because otherwise it's difficult to eat. The main objective is get the balance between the two. Obviously, the texture of the rice is important in a sense of al dente-ness, not sort of overcooked or undercooked. And that's the main thing. Chefs went through a stage where they were trying to quenelle it and do all kinds of shapes so that it's something that should look like a porridge. Simple as that. It's all based on flavor, not necessarily presentation. So
balance is everything.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I think our hot water is ready. What should I do with this?
All right, so that you can just give me just put some water in there. It'll be great.
Awesome stuff. Okay, we're almost out of time, so we're going to have to get to the interesting parts where we get to scoop some ice cream.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So there's our ice cream, nice color.
Oh, gorgeous. Is this with beetroot?
Beetroot, honey, cumin, and so we put the puree into our ice cream base, cut the sugar levels. So we're just going to finish off another bit of garnishing. We've got some beetroot cubes. So the accent obviously is all about beetroot today. So,
nice.
And we're just going to finish off with a bit of black pepper. Flavor is important.
I must tell you, I'm so excited. I've never been to Taste of Cape Town before. This is going to be my first time.
Okay.
And if you haven't been as well, this is some of what you can expect this weekend. So it's going to be good.
I think it's a treat for any foodies getting out there, basically.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add our beetroot in, risotto.
Wow.
And we're going to garnish it up with our little cubes.
Oh, wow.
You get that really nice, rich color from there.
I love the color. I love the texture of it all. I'm sure the taste is going to be amazing as well.
Yep. Right, so then we go with our little cubes over here. Just going to sprinkle that around lightly. Okay. Just to the fingers.
Oh, nice.
Right, and then we've got some of our caramelized nuts, which we're going to add on again just for texture and flavor.
I can't believe how excited I'm getting. Hey?
Right, and then what we can do is now we've got our hot water over here.
Yep.
We can use a spoon to do this, which gives it a really unique sort of finish, which I think is slightly nicer than just a good old-fashioned ice cream scoop. And we're going to basically shape that. Water's obviously very important, that is nice and hot.
Oh, I see.
And we just put a little blob on top of that. And we've got some of our little pea shoots, which just finish that off.
Gorgeous.
And just to do that.
Ah, presentation is everything, and this comes in at just under 100 Rand. That goes on our yellow mat. I'm going to taste it as well. Can I use?
Yep.
I'm going to use any one.
You can use one of those.
Can I use?
Yes, please do.
Because it's got a little bit of. Okay, here we go. So while I'm busy doing this, if you, like me, have never been to the Taste of Cape Town, it's happening this weekend. So let's go and find out more about it.
The Mother City's culinary event of the year, Taste of Cape Town, returns to the beautiful surrounds of Greenpoint Cricket Club from Thursday the 19th to Sunday the 22nd of April. Over 4 days, this unique festival will once again bring together the city's most acclaimed restaurants and carefully selected exhibitors. Tickets are 80 Rand, which includes a tasting glass and access to the Pick and Pay Fresh Living Chef's Theatre, where visitors can catch the chefs in action. Buy your ticket today at itickets.coza. Taste of Cape Town, proudly brought to you by Pick and Pay.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.